Hi Earthlings, I'm Trice, and in this video I'm going to break down in layman's terms exactly what quantum jumping is. Earthlings, you'll have to bear with me a bit. I'm holding the computer up with my toe in this film and clicking this off because the car alarm keeps wanting to go on and I do not know how to disable it. To explain quantum jumping, it's much easier to first showcase how we usually go about solving problems or getting what we want in life. Imagine you're like me, and through this pandemic of the coronavirus, you have found solstice in escapism and have gained a few pounds. And now you want to shed them. What we've been taught via TV and fad diets is how you do that is through willpower and through tactics and formulas. And we start all ready and motivated, and within 48 hours, we're back to our old habits. This is generally what happens every time we try to change our patterns, grow, or do something new. And it's so ineffective. It is literally like you printed a letter out of your computer. You notice you made a spelling mistake. So on the piece of paper, erased the spelling mistake and then went to hit print in the computer again. The program of the computer is exactly the same. The mistake will always be there. And that is why tactics or fad diets or any of these things don't work, because you have not shifted on an identity level. Now, in walks quantum jumping. Quantum jumping is this idea that all possibilities exist at all times. You can get a sneak peek of this in your daily life when you went right and you might have went left. For example, using that diet scenario, you told yourself you're going to eat healthy all day, and then life takes you through the McDonald's line, and then you start eating the McDonald's. In that scenario, before you start eating the McDonald's, you can see yourself going in two directions. The direction of one, not eating it, and the direction of eating it. That's a little teeny glimpse of how there's infinite possibilities that exist at all times. Now, harnessing the power of quantum jumping makes it effortless to resist the French fry because you are not resisting it anymore. What collapses the infinite possibilities to just one reality is our identity, how we identify with something. How you identify with something creates your internal programming. For example, with the McDonald's fries. I used to work at McDonald's as a kid, and I never ate McDonald's. It wasn't because I was trying to behave or it was something hard to do or anything that took willpower. I simply did not like McDonald's food. It made my stomach hurt. I identified as it being bad and something that would make me sick. As opposed to today, when I smell McDonald's fries, they smell delicious and tasty and scrumptious and like I should have the whole box. Now, how do you shift between these two worlds without using willpower? Quantum jumping, shifting on an identity level. And I did not know what that meant, shifting on an identity level, when I heard it. How do you do that? I'm going to add a video here that explains it all in detail, step by step. But first you have to see what you identify with and know what you want to shift to. Now, it's still going to look like regular willpower at that step. Like what? I'm just going to pretend that I don't like McDonald's fries anymore? You're going to access this secret portal that will make it effortless. To quote Einstein, he said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." And now I can see what he is saying. It is the gateway to infinite possibilities. You all have heard that the mind cannot tell the difference between something that's real or something that's imagined. It all thinks of it as the same thing. It's through this portal of our imagination that we are able to access these other worlds. It's just that we have been taught to think of the imagination as something fake, something made up, instead of what it truly is. It's a portal to get you a different reality. Now, I'm not going to say that that's going to lock the reality in place. I'm going to show you how to do that in the end. At this point of the video, it's just important to understand that your imagination has a lot more realism to it than you might give it credit for. So all that stuff that we've been taught about daydreaming's a waste of time and all that, it's hogwash. That is how you consciously access quantum jumping. Now, it's not good enough just to imagine it. That's not going to complete the process. You'll hear in law of attraction everywhere, the feeling is the secret. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy and vibration. That changes everything. Check out this photo. I was recently in Buffalo, Wyoming, where a lot of outlaws used to hang around. Now, who do you think, without even knowing who these people are, is the leader of this group? Pause the video if you have to. Scan your eyeballs over each gentleman. Who has the power? Who's making the choices? I had never seen this photograph before, but I instantly knew this guy was Butch Cassidy, the leader of the Wild Bunch. And how can you tell that? By the way he's holding his body, his position. He's taking up so much space. The energy that he is exuding. And that's what it comes down to. He is embodying the feeling of the boss man. And therefore, he is the boss man. After looking at this photograph, I even reflected how I was sitting in the car like a little cocoon cat. And I practiced laying out my lair and draping my body parts everywhere, taking up more space. And I could instantly feel a shift in my energy. And it works on all things. If you want to be fitter or thinner, just look at fit, thin people. Look at their body posture. How are they holding themselves? What kind of energy does it feel like that you imagine is flowing through their body? Now, just to make it really hit home, view and observe the opposite. It's easier to see on extremes. So Google My Fat Life. I think that's a program where obese people are learning how to lose weight. Look at their body posture. Look at how they're holding themselves. The energy is completely different. One feels vibrant and peppy and joyful, and the other one feels like, Lord, I want to sit around and watch TV. And there's no judgments on that. I'm feeling like I want to sit around and watch TV because I have started gaining weight. I've started flowing into that energy. But you don't have to follow that inertia, and it doesn't have to be hard. You can quantum jump. You now know the basic elements of it. All possibilities exist at one time. The portal to these possibilities is through your imagination. The feeling of that energy is what allows you to shift to it. But you need one more thing. You need to detach. And what I used to think that meant was give up on your dreams, give up what you want, have no desires, be a monk. That's not what it means. It means let go of how you currently identify with something. So how do you do it? I have a detailed video right here that will explain step by step, but I will just give a quick overview so this doesn't feel incomplete. What you have to first do is detach. Now, that does not mean let go of your dream. It means detach from your current identity so you can shift to a parallel reality. Generally, that is done through meditation. That's the easiest way. Quieting the mind, seeing the energy flow into your infinite self. Trice, as you're seeing here right now, is just one teeny version of Trice. There's infinite possibilities of me. And in order to quantum leap, I have to disconnect from the current one that you're seeing. Then I always find it easier to use a bad memory because it's strong, it's poignant. If you feel automatically better at the end of your 10-minute meditation without faking it, you will see how you shifted on a quantum level. It's kind of hard to explain really quickly, so if I'm doing a crappy job, just watch this other video. But you feel that crappy memory, you feel it in your heart, and then you let it go. Then when you're floating above your head in your meditation, completely detached, you pick a new possibility or a new perspective. Sometimes it will automatically come to you, or sometimes you can use other people as guidance. How would Aretha Franklin feel about this? Then when you can see the perspective that you want, you feel it, embody it, and claim it. You let it infuse you with its energy. And then you have shifted on an identity level. You have quantum jumped. That's all there is to it. But it's like trying to teach somebody how to swim by talking about it. It's only when you feel it, it will feel less woo, 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 woo. So truly, give it a try. Anything that you've wanted, more money, a lover, sexier body, all of that can become so much more effortless. It's not that the person with the amazing body does not go to the gym and work out. It's that they enjoy going to the gym and working out. They enjoy the benefits. They identify with that thing. And that's what makes it 10 times easier. A little update on my trip. I am in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We are headed to Chicago. We just saw Mount Rushmore, and it has been a magical time. Until next time, my darling earthlings, ciao!